Prince Harry is somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean, flying into the UK like he's racing against time in a video game. But trust me, this isn't a warm family reunion. Nobody's making tea. Nobody's opening palace doors with a smile. Sources say Harry jumped on that private jet the second he found out the royal family was about to take away the one thing he still really had left: his titles. And the craziest part, this wasn't some slow-moving drama. This wasn't months of conversations or meetings. Nope. One staff member supposedly said the whole vibe changed overnight. The moment King Charles's health got worse, everything shifted. Meetings got quicker, faces got colder, and the energy turned ice cold. It went from we're family to this is survival mode. Let's move. So Harry freaked out. He jumped on that jet because he knew if he didn't show up now, the royal family might make the biggest decision of his life without him ever setting foot on British soil. And that's how this royal mess begins. So picture this. Harry's jet is flying across the ocean. He's nervous. He's practicing what he's gonna say. He's thinking, okay, maybe if I talk to Dad, maybe if I talk to William, maybe we can work this out. So Harry sends a message, a polite, gentle one. Can I talk to you both privately? Not a formal meeting, not a royal ceremony. Just like, hey, can we talk man to man? And guess what he got back? Nothing. Not a text, not a call, not even a scene notification. Sources say the palace didn't respond at all. And let me tell you, in the royal world, silence isn't just silence. Silence is a message. At Buckingham Palace, silence means you're not included. You don't have access. Decisions are being made without you. That's the royal version of getting blocked. Harry thought he could land, walk in, and talk things out like it's a family cookout. But the palace? They've turned into a fortress, and everyone inside is acting like Harry's already been cut from the story. This isn't heartbreak. This is strategy. The kind of strategy that says, we don't need your okay anymore. While Harry is desperately flying across the Atlantic, something even bigger is going down back in London. And it's the part nobody expected. King Charles's health takes a turn for the worse. And just like that, the whole palace feels the ground shake. Because when the king slows down, someone else has to step up. Enter Prince William. And trust me, this isn't the William from 10 years ago. The smiley, chill, let me take pictures with the kids William. No. That version is long gone. Sources say this new William is different. Sharper, colder, super focused. The minute Charles's illness got more serious, William stepped in like someone flipping on a light switch. Suddenly, he's running strategy meetings. He's handling important updates. He's shaping the monarchy's entire public image. Staff members are following his lead, not Charles's. And insiders describe him with one word: efficient. No drama. No emotions. No, let's talk this through. This is a William who protects the monarchy like it's a billion-dollar company. And he's the CEO who doesn't believe in giving second chances. To him, the monarchy isn't a family. It's a brand. A brand that needs discipline. A brand that needs control. A brand that can't afford two unpredictable wild cards living in California. And those two wild cards? Harry and Meghan. That's why people inside the palace are whispering a phrase nobody expected to hear: the quiet succession. Charles is still king, but William is already making the calls. So while William is stepping up, something else has been happening behind the scenes. Something that explains why the palace is suddenly treating Harry like he's a ticking time bomb. They've been keeping receipts, literal files, notes, reports, timelines, everything. For years. Every explosive interview, dramatic documentary, book chapter, podcast comment, public accusation, Hollywood partnership, headline connected to the Sussexes, all of it has been quietly added to the palace's internal risk file. Sources say advisors have been tracking everything like it's a court case. Contradictions written down, photo ops logged, streaming deals added, anything using the royal name highlighted. This isn't emotion. This isn't hurt feelings. This is business. And William? He's reportedly tired of waiting, tired of the drama, tired of the headlines. People inside the palace say he's cleaning house. And when he uses that phrase, he's not talking about spring cleaning. He's talking about getting rid of anything that threatens the stability of the crown, even if that anything is his own brother. So while Harry is up in the air hoping for a heartfelt reunion, the palace is getting ready to use years of documented evidence against him. Because in William's world, it's not about apologies, it's about results. And the result is clear. The monarchy moves forward. Harry does not. Now let's talk about the one person whose voice still echoes through the palace halls even though she's no longer here, Queen Elizabeth II. The late queen didn't just leave a legacy. She left instructions. And one of those instructions was aimed directly at Meghan Markle. Sources familiar with the Queen's guidance say she gave Meghan a very clear rule: do not use your royal title for personal profit. Not as a suggestion, not as friendly advice. As a royal boundary. A protective wall designed to keep the monarchy above commercial chaos. But Meghan, oh, she walked straight through that wall in high heels. From Archetypes podcast branding to Netflix deals to high-end partnerships, public appearances, and now the new cosmetics line launch, every project has leaned quietly or loudly on the Duchess title. Even her polished photo shoots, influencer-style videos, and glamorous Hollywood moments have the royal name glittering in the background. To outsiders, it looks like business. To insiders, it looks like rebellion. And that's why the Queen's old rule has come back up not as a warning this time, but as a weapon. William's advisors reportedly see Meghan's continued use of her title as the strongest reason for removing it. Imagine that. The same crown that elevated her could now be the reason it's taken away. Because when the Queen sets a boundary, you don't cross it. Not then. Not now. Not ever. Just when you think this royal drama couldn't get any messier, the British public decides to throw in their own plot twist. A huge YouGov poll blasts through Buckingham Palace like someone opened a window during a hurricane. Nearly half of Britain, 47, said Meghan Markle was a bigger threat to the monarchy than Prince Andrew. Yes, you heard that right. A former actress more dangerous than a man tied to one of the darkest scandals in modern royal history. Inside the palace, jaws dropped. This wasn't a gossip headline. This wasn't a social media moment. This was real official public data. And according to Palace Whispers, the second William saw those numbers, something in him clicked. He didn't yell. He didn't throw a royal teacup. He didn't storm around the room. He just understood. People close to him say his face went sharp. The kind of look a judge gets when the verdict is already decided. Because this poll did more than show public frustration. It handed the palace something they didn't have before: permission. Permission to modernize. Permission to tighten up the monarchy. Permission to strip titles without causing national outrage. This poll wasn't noise. It was the green light Buckingham Palace had been waiting for. And once William got that green light, oh, he didn't waste a second. While Meghan battles fading spotlight attention, Harry is dealing with a quieter, deeper crisis. People close to him say he's restless, anxious, unsure. He thought leaving the monarchy would feel like freedom, sunshine, peace, a new life with no rules. Instead, California has become the stage for the slow unraveling of someone who spent his entire life protected by royal walls. Without the title, who is he? Without the uniform, what is he? Without the palace, where does he belong? Sources say he keeps trying to reconnect with the royal family, sending messages, offering apologies, but only when he needs something. Inside the palace, they're not buying it. One staffer allegedly said, he apologizes when he needs access, not when he's changed, and now the threat of losing titles for himself and for his children is hitting him hard. Because losing the titles isn't about ego. It's about security, global respect, legal protection, and the identity he's carried since birth. Friends say he's finally asking the question he once swore he'd never allow: did I make the biggest mistake of my life? When Harry's plane touches down on the runway, London feels colder than he remembers. Not the weather, the atmosphere, the tension, the quiet. The palace gates don't swing open with warmth. They open like a fortress, letting in someone who no longer belongs inside. Because the truth is already waiting for him. Inside those stone walls, the decisions are done, the documents drafted, the signatures prepared, the future arranged like chess pieces. And Harry is walking straight into checkmate. He's no longer the fun uncle, no longer the soldier prince, no longer the royal rebel with worldwide applause. He is simply a man standing on the edge of the world he left behind, while the world he chose is crumbling under his feet. Across the ocean, Meghan prepares herself for the legal battle she fears is coming. Her Hollywood shine dims, her projects wobble, her influence flickers like a candle in a storm, and the royal titles she once relied on so boldly, it may soon be the very thing she loses. Inside Buckingham Palace, William moves with calm, silent certainty. Not cruel, not angry, just determined. This is the monarchy he will inherit. Small, controlled, protected, and untouched by chaos. A monarchy that will not slow down. Not for drama, not for interviews, not even for blood. Harry steps into the cold air knowing that everything he hoped to stop may already be signed, sealed, and waiting on the desk. Because in the end, the monarchy gives titles, and the monarchy can take them away. And this time, even a prince may not escape the consequences.